Hi everyone, welcome to the data analytics blog. And if today is your first time of visiting my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and the notification button to receive updates on all the weekly video tutorial I share. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to create this dynamic dashboard and how to automate your reports in Microsoft Excel. Assuming you are a sales analyst or data analyst in your organization and you are trying to update your dashboard that you present, maybe daily dashboard, daily reports, or weekly or monthly or yearly reports that you present, and you don't want to keep doing the analysis all over again, repeating the same thing. You just want to add your data and also refresh it, and your dashboard will automatically refresh. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this. And today's dashboard is a sales performance of a particular store where they sell both female and males wear bags and shoes. And I did my analysis based on the total say cost of goods sold, gross profits, transactions made, units sold, and top 5 products, also daily average sale and total sale. And we also did my sale analysis by division, the total sales from the women category and from male category. Also, I did my analysis based on the category that we have, both the bags, the female bags, and the male bag. So now we can filter by each store. In this particular data, there are 4 stores. So you can filter by each store and it will give you analysis for each of the stores. You can see now that it's changing as I'm changing the store, and this make our dashboard to be a dynamic dashboard. You can also use, I'm also going to teach you how to use the button here in Excel, how to use a button from the developer uh, to actually change our what's it called, our visual, our chart. You can see now that as I'm tapping this button, it's giving me the each category, the profits and cost of goods sold. So now we are going to start our analysis. Now the dashboard, this is my data, this is how my data is, this is how the raw data is. This is the raw data that I have here. And okay, let me change my date. This is date. Let's change the date to the date format. So this is my data here. So now I'm going to start now by doing some calculation. First, let's insert a table in this data. Insert table. So now I've inserted this table. So now I'm going to be adding some column into this data, and that's my total sale. Total sale. You can see now that it's changed. Then cost of goods sold. The next one is gross profit. And also I'm going to add weekday. Okay, year first, then weekday. So now my total sale will be quantity multiplied by the price. So that will be quantity, so units, so multiplied by price. So, and the cost of goods will be quantity multiplied by cost. That will be quantity multiplied by cost. Also, our gross profit will now be total sale minus cost of goods sold. This minus this. Oh, oh, okay. I think I made a mistake here. Oh, my total sale. I did quantity multiply by, so my should be quantity multiplied by price. Yeah. So now year, if you want to extract your year from the date, just there is a function for extracting year in Excel equals to year oh, and extract this. Go to the date format. You can see now that it has extracted the year. We only have just 2020. So week to weekday, you can extract it. Then here, just come to this place. Then change the custom. Just use custom. You can just write. I already have a custom DDD. That's D. So you can see now that it has changed to text format. So now it's time for us to start our analysis. So now I'm going to bring my dashboard. I've already prepared a dashboard. Sorry, my background, the background for my dashboard. So let me prepare it. Remove this. So I've already prepared it in PowerPoint. You know I do prepare my background in PowerPoint. So you can watch other videos in my channel where I prepare, where I use PowerPoint to do different, what's it called, different background for dashboard. So just check my channel for that. So now I'm going to start first. I'm going to do the KPI first, or the KPI. So I'm going to be using Power Pivot table for that. So insert a pivot table. So I'm going to be inserting a pivot table. So now I'm going to be bringing total sales. Okay, let me put it here. Then cost of goods sold. What else? Quantity. Let's check our gross profit transaction quantity. Okay. Product. This will be count. This should give us count of products. I'm using count. Okay. For this, okay, let's come back for this. I'm going to, okay, let's first deal with this. So I corrected my data. I don't know why we are having negative, but I've corrected it. So I'm going to share the correct data too. So now again, let's copy this. I'm going to copy it here. Copy this. Then let me remove all value. Then I'm going to add this here. Again, copy this. I'm going to add product too. What else? I'm going to add, I need to insert. So let me check. You need transaction, stores, and customer. Okay, transaction. unit sold, that's quantity. I'm going to add quantity to this place. Then I'm going to add transaction. Okay, store. I think that's all for now. No. So now these are the analysis that I did for my KPI. So the first thing now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this to currency, then to zero significant figure. Then this, okay. So now I'm going to do some analysis here. So now the first thing I'm going to do here for this total customer, I think my total customer, I'm going to be removing some things there. Hold on. So this will give me my total transaction, but before that I want to remove the grand total. I'm going to remove the grand total. So go to this, and once you click on this, then come right here and hop the grand total. It has removed the grand total. Do the same thing for all of this. I'm going to off the grand total. Okay, can only pick one at a time. Can see now that it has removed the grand total. Let me check. Okay, that's all. So now my first, this is my first, this is for my transaction, total transaction, but I'm going to be using count A. So I'm going to be using count A for that. So what we need to do is to just do equals to count A, count A. So it will give me the total, count A will give me the count of fish, or that's the unique count, not, it will not add any other thing. So if I'm going to be doing count, it will count everything, but count A will give me the unique count for each of these or transaction. So count A will give me the range of the cell, of the value of the cell. So now without the empty value. So now, and it will not duplicate, it's just going to give me the unique value for the transaction. So equals to count A, then this bracket -1. Yes, I'm using -1 because I don't want it to add this. I don't want it to add my, oh sorry, okay, -1. So I don't want it to add the row labels. That's why I'm subtracting the row labels from it. Then you close. That's the total transaction. So now the same thing, I'm going to do the same thing here. Equals to count A, bracket -1. Can see now that it has given me the total store. So the same thing here, equals to count A. You do the same thing. So I'm adding -1 to remove the total, that's the row label number. So if I didn't add that, it will be adding the row label. Okay, let's take this one for example. Assuming I'm not adding this, assuming I'm not adding the what's it called, -1, can see now it's going to give me 746, and that's because it's adding the row label. So now if I -1 from it, it will give me the exact count for the total customer. So these are all my KPI. Now the next thing is to start analyzing, start bringing it to the dashboard. So insert a text box, go to insert and insert a text box. So here I'm going to bring this here. That's total sale. Then go to this formula bar, then equals to, then go back to your pivot and add this. Okay, now it's going to give us error here. It's going to give us error here. So let's go back, equals to this. So now I'm going to reference the cell and the column number. So I'm going to reference A2. You can see now it has given me A2. So now I need to format this to use it for the rest. So I'm going to remove outline. So now let's format our data. So what I'll be doing now is to be referencing each cell that is related to each of these KPI. So I'm going to reference the cell for cost of goods sold now. I'm going to go back to that place, go back to my analysis, that the pivot table, then reference this, which is B2, cell B2, go back. Then I'm going to format and paint this. So gross profit 2, let me check. That's C2. Gross profit will be C2. Also format and paint. So this will be D2. I'm going to format and paint this too. So transaction, let's check for transaction. So this is our transaction. That's G1. That's cell G1. And product will be J1. Product will be J1. Okay, no, store is J1. Store is J1. Store is J1. Then product is M1, and then customer is P1. Product is M1. Okay, it's P. Okay, so we are done with our KPI now. Can just highlight everything and make sure that is aligned. Hold your control key and your shift key to highlight everything. Then you can align it to the center. So we are good to go. Just make sure that everything is aligned. Now, so the next chart that we are going to do now is our product category. That's for product category. So I'm going to be right clicking this, bringing this here. I'm going to bring it here. Then let me remove all this. Then product category. Let's bring category here. Then that's by say. So now I'm going to bring my total sale, and I'm going to bring it twice because I want to check for the average, or percentage of total rather. So I highlight this, then right click and show value as percentage of column total. So now the next thing that I'm going to be doing here is to bring this here, then also this. Okay, that's going to give me error. Let me reference this cell. That's C10, I think. So I have this. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do now here, the next thing that I want to do here is to hold on. So what I'm going to do next is to subtract this from hundreds. So that will be 1 minus this. Okay, equals to sign 1 minus this. Drag it down. So if we add it together, it's going to give us 100. So if we add this plus this, it's going to give us 100 because of the type of chart that we want to create. So now the first thing, now I want to create the first category of chart. So I'm going to create, so just don't highlight on anything, highlight on empty column or empty cell, then come right here to my display, then click here. You can just click. Okay, let's say select data, click select data, then add data. What's the series name? You don't need the series name. I don't actually need the series name. So what I need is this. So I'm going to highlight everything here. Okay, first close this, then equals to highlight everything here. Okay, so that's my first chart. Oh, I made a mistake. Select data again, add data. So here I'm going to highlight everything here, then why is it not highlighting? Hold on, let me check what the issue is. Okay, I've seen my error. Just select data, then add this. So you have to highlight everything here, then click OK. Oh, still not clicking. Something is wrong. So I found the issue. So click on empty cell. I've already removed that. Then select data, then click here. This is where we are using. Click. Make sure you are clicking the. So you click here. Then you click this and then click this together. So we have our first chart. So all we need to do is to we need to arrange it, we need to format it rather. No fill. I don't want this to be filled too, so I don't need the legend and this. So click on this, format. I'm going to change the angle size to 270 so that I will achieve what I want. So we can just leave this to 60. Now it's time for us to start formatting Asha. So click on this first series, then go to fill. I'm going to, this one will be no fee. I don't want it to be fee. So I'm going to click on this, click on this. So I think I use this. Just use any color you want. Then come right here, change the color to this again. Then now reduce your transparency so you can remove the borderline. Reduce your transparency to about, let's say 50 or 55. That's okay. So I want to remove the borderline for this too. So we are good to go here. So all we need to do now is to take this. So we are done with the female back. Copy it, then take it to the dashboard. Take it to the dashboard. Okay, this I need to remove the borderline too, so that it will not be showing. So now you can reduce this to fit into our so can still reduce it. Just make sure that you reduce it. Okay, I want to reduce the whole size. Okay, good. Just make sure that you align, everything is aligned. Good. So now I need one of these, copy here. Okay, let's make it 2. Okay, let me leave it here. So now the next thing that I want to do now, I want to bring the total value for this. So I'm going to reference the cell. Let me go back to my analysis and reference the cells. So the cells is B10, that's for female back. B10 cell B10. B10. So I'm going to change it to my color, not fill. Not this. So I use this. then the percentage, I'm going to reference it. So we are going to do everything. So the percentage is 23, and that's B17. You are going to replicate everything. B17, that's the percentage. Okay, let me change it back to this. So now our first, so now we are done with the first one. So the next one, all you need to do is just bring it, just make sure that you drag it down. You are having this, once you have this, what's it called, once you're, just drag it down. You can see now it has dragged. So now do the formatting again. No line, no line. Oh no, no, so I don't want it to be filled. So these two, no border. Then I'm changing it to this is what I use. Reduce the transparency to 55. 5. So here to come right here, change it to this. So we are good to go. Just copy these two, then take it to the dashboard. So we need this. Copy it. Then you reference these two. This should be B11, and this should be B18. So I'm going to be using same format. Okay, sorry about that. I thought my video stopped. Oh, sorry about that. So now we are done with this. So we move to the shoe category. I want everything to have the same front. And so we move to the shoe category. So now also do the same thing, just drag it down, drag it down. So now the first thing that we're going to do is to work on this no fee, no border. Then pick these two, change it to this, that's for female, no border. Then reduce this transparency to 55. Then pick this, no line, change it here. Then copy it and bring it here. So copy these two, Just bring it here. So we do our formatting. So this should be uh B12. Yeah, B12, and this should be B19. So I'm going to format everything together. Just align it. So we come back to the alignment. Now the next thing that I want to do is the last visual for the last shoe category, which is okay. I think we are missing it. Okay, men's shoe, women's bag. Should have female bag and female shoe. I think there is a mix up there, so I'm going to check. This should be women's shoe. So it should be shoe, not back. There's a mix up there, so I'm going to correct that, but for the sake of our video, let's continue. So now this no fill, this no fill, then this no line, then change it to this, then transparency to 55, then pick this and change it to this, change it to this. So we are done with all our vision now. So you can now cut it and bring it here. So also bring this. So now there is a mistake, so I'm going to interchange this because this is for female. This is for me. So this is for female. Just bring it here. So now we are done with this. So you can actually copy or highlight all this and group them together so that when you are moving it, it will not be separating. So you can do the same thing here. Just group, you can group them together. So do it to every other. So one thing about this is you can customize yours the way you want it. So you don't have to, it's not necessarily have to be the way I did my own. Just customize. The idea is to know what I did to achieve this, then you customize yours this using the same process that I use. So if you like to do it exact way, you can do it. If you want to use your own custom color and front, you can also do it. So our next product is the top 5 products. So I'm going to do my top 5 products. So be so top 5 products. I'm going to come right here. So I can actually pick this, then my product. I'm going to add products to it. So these are all my products. So now that's quantity. I'm going to do it by quantity. So I want to do stop fry. All I need to do is to come right here, go to value filter, then top 10. You can do top 5, top anything top. So I want to do top 5 products. So all I need to do is just insert bar chart. I want to use bar chart. Then I'm going to, so from here you can sort it from smallest to largest. So now take it to your, I'm going to take it to my dashboard to format it here. So here I'm going to remove all the button feed, come right here, grid line, I don't want legend, art 6, I don't want chart title. So you can actually delete this. So here I'm going to format the chart area, no outline, no fill. Okay, so can also adjust it. So here for my axis here, I'm going to change it to black. Then my bar, okay, I can reduce this. Then the color, I'm going to change it to our usual color. You can remove this. Then you can add your data label to it, change it to black, increase it. So it's actually count of, not sum. So I'm going to change it to count. It's count. Yeah, so it has changed. So this is my top 5 products. So the next thing that I want to do is the daily average. So I'm going to do the daily average. So you can also bring it here. So that's daily average by sales. That's the average sale daily. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to bring my weekdays here, then total sale, and I will change the total sales to average. Okay, no, percentage. I'm going to change the total sales to percentage of total. Show value as percentage of column total. So here I'm going to be bringing this here because of the type of chart I want to use. I want to make use of Treemap. I want to use Treemap. So if I use Treemap, this is, if I use Treemap, I'm not going to be, okay, B25. So if I use Treemap, I will not be, if I use it, I will not be able to use, what's it called, if I did not change it this way, I'm not going to be able to use it for, why is this? So the reason why I'm adding it to another place is because of the type of chart that I want to use. Because if I want to insert tree map here, like, it will not accept it. You can see, you can't create this type of chart inside pivot table, so I need to recreate it. So just have done, just recreate it, then come right here. Oh, good. So now remove all the label, then data label option, show more option here, then category values, I want the value, then I want it to be separated by new line. So I want everything to have the same color. So let me take it to my chart and go and format it there. So here, so I'm bringing it here. So my chart label, I'm going to be changing this to white. Okay, yes, already white. So just increase it. So now I want to change the series, all the series, I want to change the color. I want to change the color to, I don't know whether it's going to change everything as, yes, it changed everything as well. So just make sure that you right click on everything. So now the next one that I want to do is this, and now, and I will show us how to use the column, the button, or this button here. So that if I click on this, it will be changing. So now I'm going to be using mod for that. So here is what I'm going to do. Okay, bring this here also, and then show feed. So I'm going to be bringing my months. I didn't extract months. Okay, I can actually use dates. Yeah. So now, and I'm going to be using total sale, cost of goods sold, then gross profit. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did there. This, drag it down. Okay, before we continue, so I want to create something in the chart, what's it called, in our dashboard. So you are going to insert a shape. I want to insert this shape, then I want it to be filled with this, then remove outline, and then now come to developer. I'm using SF 2019, so I don't know, just make sure you get developer, then go to insert, and I'm going to use this button, option button. So I'm going to click here. So this is my button one, and then I'm going to right click and change it to total sale. Then I'm going to copy this again, paste it, copy it 3 times, then bring it here and make sure everything is aligned here. So here will be cost of goods sold. This is cost of goods sold. Then this will be gross profit. Gross profit. So now the next thing that I want to do is to link this. I'm going to link this. So just click on this. Make sure you right click on it, then click on format control and link it. Go to this place. I want to link it here because this is where I want to be using my stuff. Then click OK. So now if I click here, you will see that it's changing to 1. Can you see that that's written 1? If I click here, you change it to 2. If I click here, you should change it 3. So now the next thing now is to get my values here. So the next thing that I want to do is to get this, to get it, to put it here. So now first thing, let me remove this sum of here. So sum of, that's I use Control F, replace with nothing, replace all. So now I want to get all this header, I want to get it here. So I'm going to be using index to do that. Equals to index, then this is my array and this is my lookup. Copy. So can you see now it has changed? So now the next thing is to get my values here. For each of these, I'm going to get it here. So the next thing that I want to do now, I want to get the figure, the particular what's it called, the value for our cost of goods, and I'm going to be using VLOOKUP to do that. So equals to VLOOKUP. So it's asking us for lookup value, and this is our lookup value, comma, then lookup array, that's table array. It's going to be everything here. It's going to be everything here. Then you are going to lock it with F4. I lock that with F4, then comma, and my lookup array will be index, what's it called, index number will be this, and lock it to F4. Can use $sign to do that, then comma 0, sorry, bracket, comma 0. Okay, I think I'm missing something there. Okay, that's a mistake, comma 0, then bracket. So if you drag it down, it's going to give us value for everything. Oh, okay, so I need to lock. I didn't lock this. I didn't lock this. I need to lock my formula. Okay, look array, use this, then lock it. So now If you go back to the dashboard and click this, it's going to give us total. Can you see now it has changed to total say? Okay, so now I need to do something for it to change to the other value. So now I need to change it to, what we are going to do now is I need to add +1 to this to give us our number. Can you see now? So I'm going to drag that down now. So if you change it to the other one, it's going to give us the same value, and this too is going to give us the same value. The value for each what's it called, each category. So now the next thing that I need to do now is to actually create my, I need to create the chart. So I'm going to be using column for that. Okay, let me add it up. Good. So now I don't need grid line, I don't need legends too. This, I don't need this. So let's take it to our dashboard to so now I need to format this, format the chart area first. So this, can just drag it down. So now if you change this to this, now can you see now it's changed to cost of good, it's changed to total sale, and it's changed to profit. So now the next thing is just to format our data series. So now change this value to our usual. I don't want outline. Then add data label. I want to add data label. So my data label, I'm going to be changing it to format data label. Okay, alignment, go to alignment, change it to this. Good. So now can increase this, also this. And just bring this down. So I need to change this to dollar here. It's not reflecting it. Let me do the same thing here. Good. So now my labeling option, let me put it in the center end. Good. Or inside, let's say center. Okay, so now all I need to do now, I want to group this, group everything here. I need to group it together with this. Okay, let me first group this three first. Oh, it has picked down. Okay, let me quickly do something and group them. So you know how to group, just move this here too. I've grouped them. So just, oh, I need to move this, cut it, then bring it here. Okay, so just bring it here, then let's move this up, align it. So now we are good to go with this. So when you just click on this, my hair is hanging. So I've grouped everything here. And see now that it's changing, and you see now it's changing to the particular category. This is total sale, this is cost of goods sold, and this is my gross profit. So now I just need to format this, also this, format this. So now we are good to go. So our last chart, which is this division category, where is our this? So let's quickly do that, run through that. So I need to insert a shape. To divide this place. Okay, so no outline fill. I'm going to use that. So now the next thing that I'm going to do now is to insert a picture. So you can just copy and paste any picture online. So I'm going to be using the one that I've used. I don't need to go and copy any picture again. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to copy this, then bring it here. I hope it's copied good. So you can just copy, download any data, any picture online for that. Okay, so I'm going to be using this to paste this here. So I need this again, copy this, then flip it to separate this. So here, just bring it this here. Also bring it here and raise it up a little bit. Okay, so now I need to do my, let me bring this here too. So just paste it here, copy and paste. Oh, I'm copying the wrong stuff. I need it to be copied twice, then paste. I still switch it up a little bit. So just do this. So here I don't need this. I'll just try to remain. Oh, sorry. I don't need any formula there. So here I'll just write remain category. Then change my format to be this. Let me use this. Same thing here. Do the same thing. Main category. can reduce this. I can also reduce. mm, Let me change it to calibrate. So here also change it. Okay, just format it. So now I need to bring the value, but first I need to do this. I need to do this, then do another pivot. I will just write or gender, then total sales generated for each gender. So that's what I did there. So I need to just reference the cells. So for female, J, that's J18, then male is J19. That's what I need to just do. So for female, J18. So that's J19, I think. So I'm going to change this to this. Okay, are you sure? Then for May, J20. So that's all about that. So now the next thing that I'm going to do now is to insert my pivot chart. So go to the my slicer, just go to the pivot table and insert, click on any of the pivot table and insert slicer. Then I'm going to be using stores because we need to be checking how many store are we generating per store. So now I need to change this to this. So now I need to connect my pivot so that it will communicate to all the visual, all our charts in the dashboard. So that's what so you need to do that into in the pivot option. So here I don't need the header, I don't want the header to show. So now take it to my dashboard. Take it to my dashboard. Now we are good to go. Can you see now? If you want to check for any store, you can see now that it's changing. So you can check any details of the sales for the sales performance of any store as a data analyst in a store, or anywhere you are working as a sales analyst or data analyst. Maybe you need to check the sales performance for each product, so you can actually do this. Now going to the automation, you can actually automate your data in Excel. So all I need to do, so assuming this particular data now, you know that is just 2020, our data is 2020. So assuming we are now having another year to hit, you want to add another year, all you need to do that is just make sure that you have your what's it called, okay, I need to add another year to it. So all I need to do is to just go down. So imagine this is our raw data. This is my raw data. So let's say this is my raw data. So I just want to show us how we can do that. Okay, imagine this is my raw data. Mhm. So this is my raw data, and this is 2021. I already prepared it. So this is my 2021, still in May. So and I want to add it to my dashboard. So all you need to do is copy this. Once you copy it, then go to your data here that you are using, then paste it. Paste. Can you see now that it has automatically generated all the calculation that we have done? It has generated it. So all you need to do, make sure you save, Control S. Okay, I'm just saving this. I had issue with my Excel the other time. So now save. Once you have saved that, then go to your pivot table, and then highlight, can highlight, then refresh. Make sure you click on refresh all. Refresh all. Can you see now that it has refreshed everything here? So now if you go to your dashboard, you can see now that it has refreshed. Now if I now want to add slicer, assuming I want to add slicer to it as year slicer, like I want to view each of the year, then go back to your pivot chart, then insert any of the insert, click on the pivot table and insert year. Can you see? Can you see we have our 2021 already here now? So now you connect it to the report, connect it to all the visual in the report, or in the dashboard or the pivot table. So you make sure that you connect everything here, so you can also bring it to your, so just cut it, then take it, you can paste it anywhere here. I did not prepare for that. So assuming I'm having it, you can just create a very small space. Let's check. Create a very small space and paste it. You can just paste it here. So you can see now that this is my 2021, this is my 2020, and this is the 2021 data that I'm having this error because I don't have data for the rest of the month yet. So that is how to automate. That's how to add your data. Just make sure that you have your data like this and you keep adding it, and you just refresh your pivot table, refresh here, and then everything is going to refresh on your dashboard. I hope you have learned one or two things from this tutorial. Just make sure that you give me your feedback in the comment section. Comment, subscribe to my channel, click the subscribe button and subscribe, and also click the notification button to receive updates, and share to everyone that you know that this particular video is useful for. Bye bye.